everyone, welcome to Mala's Verse. So this is the first time I'm streaming on YouTube and doing a collective reading. So it's all very exciting and interesting. Let's see how this goes. Let's take a few grounding breaths, breathing out through our mouth. Letting white light surround you and even wash over your entire body. From your head till the tip of your toes. Really relaxing. And letting whatever message that needs to come through for our highest good during this collective reading, letting that occur, letting that ground into this reality and come through with ease. Just give me a moment. I'm trying to figure out streaming on YouTube. All right. So what is the theme or the main message coming through for the collective? Wow. We have gratitude at the bottom of the deck, and we have imagination, balance, and abundance. So imagination says, I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. I bring a state, and balance says, I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Abundance is, I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. I mean, even if I don't go into the words of whatever, has been suggested here, or the meaning of the card is as per the creator of the deck. If you look at the colors, we have purples here and the red color here, which is purple is or violet is very strongly associated with the crown chakra, and we have gratitude here which is green color, and abundance in red. So fourth chakra of the seven chakras is the heart chakra, and the abundance chakra is the first one. The base chakra, the crown chakra, is the seventh one. So it's like top, bottom, and the middle energies of the chakras have truly, I think the balance card sums it up quite well, that all of these energies have shown up, and with imagination being balanced to create more abundance, that is giving me, it's a clear-cut energy about manifestation is what I'm receiving, and especially really using your visualization skills to manifest the reality that you would like to have. And one thing that was definitely coming up is have you been noticing your dreams? Because I do perceive that a lot of messages might be coming through in the dream state right now. So that is definitely one important thing that is showing up. I hope that the image is clear or the live is going well. But anyway, so yeah, with imagination, balance, and abundance, it's the energy that it's interesting that my intention was going to a letter B, and I was like, is this plan B or what is it? Then the term be positive came through quite strongly. So I wonder if a lot of us here are, in the state of fear without, we are either realizing it for sure, but more than that, this just seemed like you are the ones in the collective, all of us. We may not realize how much still our fear might be playing out. And by that I mean it's not even subconscious, although it does feel that way. But I mean that subconscious energy is certainly there, but more so like we might be ignoring it even if it's coming to the surface, how these fears and doubts are showing up. We might be not giving it the value. By value I mean we are not understanding how much it's creating, in our life, and how much it's affecting the reality we are creating, especially the physical reality that we are creating. We may not be giving the due credit to our fears, doubts, or apprehensive thoughts as much as they require credit in terms of how they're manifesting in our life or in our lives with the gratitude. Indecision. So is there a choice? Is there a choice that's showing up for all of us? And relationships, yeah. So I wanted to see what's beneath the gratitude card. So this could be, are we, stopping ourselves in some way, shape, or form to acquire the abundance that we need, or not just need, wow, maybe it's a requirement and a need for some, but more so than need, it's about what we would like to actualize and what is possible for us as individuals in our own lives to actualize the kind of abundance, the gold, the wealth that we can create. Are we giving ourselves that permission to experience this kind of an abundance? And with relationships beneath the gratitude card, our it's like gratitude, but it's not gratitude, but being humble in an unfruitful way, or in a way where we are demeaning or neglecting our own capacities, our own awareness, our own strength when it comes to creating abundance, because we might be hiding under the pretext of wanting harmony within relationships. Because interestingly enough, even with the tarot deck here, we have Ace of Cups, so it's a lot about emotions and a lot about things that we love. I split the deck into, and we have the Moon, so this could be definitely related to family or the home life. And it's interesting, we do have relationships here. So for some more clarity on this, Two of Cups, wow, and Justice. I'm being asked to take Justice, and that does make sense with the Balance card. What else? Not this, but Five of Pentacles energy is there, so the lack mentality or lack energy is definitely there. What else? What is this about? Manifestation. Yeah, defending your beliefs, defending your perspective on life. Not taking the Two of Pentacles, but it's definitely giving the energy of, are you juggling between perspectives and ways of being, or ways of life, do ways of doing life, yeah. And with the King of Swords, this could be, like I said, a belief system being created by either a parent figure. Wow, Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Suffocated are we? Hmm, not the most pleasant energy. Well, with the King of Swords, I definitely perceive like this is, this is a lot about belief system for sure, and the perspective of how life should be led. What are the norms? What is the right way to live life? Wow, that's the main phrase that's coming through. And the difference that you have in your own opinion about, or the perspective that you have about life, I do perceive the Seven of Wands, and especially with that landing into the balance energy card or near the balance energy card, especially with, I mean, this combination of the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Wands, what I'm receiving is defending your beliefs wherever required, and also using energy work or just energy and your mindset, but being very creative, creating life, taking charge of creating life. So a balance between these two energies, not going too much into defending your beliefs, neither being passive about it, and not going too much into, imagination or just living up there in the air and not actualizing things, but taking the command of your life, taking charge of your life. Do you see how even the Justice card, the woman in the Justice card, or the person in the Justice card, and the Queen of Wands here, both of them have something in their left hand, and it's a stronghold, and I perceive that to be a stronghold on their belief system, and more so a stronghold on their own truths, what they think is possible, what their possibilities are, or I mean, by their possibilities I mean what they can achieve, and them having trust in that, trusting what they are being guided with. And the sunflower in the Queen's hand, I do perceive that balance energy of the softness and following your joy, like the sun follows the sun, or the sunflower follows the sun, in that way, following your joy totally. And that must be a point of conflict between this King of Swords energy and what I perceive the collective to be is the Queen of Wands energy. And it's interesting we have Queen of Wands energy show up here because it has been showing up a lot recently in the readings, and I do perceive that many people are, giving themselves the opportunity to explore manifestation and manifestation techniques, and even if it's not manifestation but conscious creation of their life, conscious choices being made to be assertive as well, and protecting their joy, not just peace. Finding it that, as a collective, a lot of us are recognizing that giving value to our joy is very much justified. It's very much your birthright. That's the awareness that's coming through when it comes to the belief system. Shifting gears towards, basically the belief system that you must have had, shifting gears towards what you would like to have, and that there is no shame, most of all, in knowing what you want to have. So this could be a lot about your creative expression in different ways, not just artistic. Maybe you want to dress a certain way, you want to do your hair and makeup a certain way. Maybe you want to wear a hat or a crown every day. It's something very simple like that, but you're taking the time, and not just the time, rather you're making it a point and learning that it is important to do so, and it is valuable to do so, that it's not just something that's vain or superficial in nature. It's deep rooted in your beliefs. And what I do perceive is conflict from the King of Swords here, who must be very drawn to, not just drawn to, but lives a lot by principles, morals, and traditions that they have experienced through other people or through traditions. Very Saturn energy, basically, and it does make sense with justice also, as that represents Libra, and Saturn has a strong position in Libra. So it's time to end this cycle. I don't feel like this is about severing ties, to be honest. This is more, uh, being the oddball in your family, and not claiming that without sorry, let me rephrase that. So, being the oddball or the black sheep in the family, but not retaliating and rebelling, rather standing firm in your truth with a lot of respect and honor to yourself and to the person who is in the family. It could be all of your family members, but more so, this could be a grandparent or a grandfather, but someone who's more in their masculine energy, or who's a masculine energy, so could be your father as well. Someone who's much older, to be honest, with the King of Swords. And your belief system, your perspective on life is quite challenging to them, because this person is very left-brained, or even if it's not left-brained, but definitely very focused on logic. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 is the only maths they would want to experiment with. They do not want to experiment the other ways of, working with numbers, multiplication, division, minus, or whatever that is. But I hope you get that. Like, they just see one way of being, and they are very adamant about sticking to that, and a stickler for rules, basically. But your way is a very free-spirited way of life, and this conflict could be the reason why there is a disconnect between your crown, or your intuitive awareness, your fear around feeling secure and grounded, and your heart center, because the fear must be, it's like I'm getting, I don't know if it's the best analogy, but I don't know if it's a chromium heart, but whatever sort of power center that Iron Man has. So that's throbbing very fast. It's very energetic, and it's basically throbbing fast because it's getting dysfunctional more than, and full of power in a positive way. So compared to that, it's more dysfunctional energy. And with relationships, I do feel like it's the fear that's playing out from these connections, or especially the fear of rejection and abandonment if you stand in your own power. Going against the grain could be the fear that's actualizing here, which you may think, oh, it's just, a fleeting thought. But with imagination, balance, and abundance, I do perceive that we are being asked to look at it from a much more sincere perspective, more than anything else, and work on this. Because right now, I do perceive we all have very strong manifestation energies occurring for this collective, for sure. And your manifestation powers are strong. Your thoughts are actualizing at a very strong or fast paced speed, and these thoughts are more self defeating than anything else. Yeah, 5 of Swords, again, balance. It's like you are fearful of going against someone who has been taking care of you physically, and you think that you won't be grateful if you do that.